On one hand, there are the pieces. In activation, they turn into artworks, and the people who perform it, they can see themselves, in the case of this pedestal, as sculptures, as living sculptures.
When the technicians have left, is the follow limbo time before theatrics commence. Every other gallerist.
There's art called performance art, where people do things in front of you. It could be something like almost like a recipe. You tell people how to do an action. And of course, how do you sell something like that? It's not so easy, but it's very impactful, it's very enjoyable for an audience, and it also affects how other artists make work in the world today.
That's all, that's enough. Let me present you with... So this one doesn't have a...
Get help from them and take you to androids. We will protect the glory of our man, but this was taken down by bloody agents.
Even though the vegetable we are using tested as the radiation exposure, and it's very, very low, and it's safe. However, because of the media experience of Fukushima, people are afraid of eating them.
And they can probably see more under one roof in one day than they could in every museum in England in a year.
I'm going to go to Frieze London. Yeah, see you there. Okay, bye.
I love the fact that it's completely synthetic. I love the fact that it has an everyday usage. I love the fact that it's very tacky. But I also love the fact that particularly this green piece that we're standing next to has an incredible capacity to play with light in a very classical sense. You know, people have always talked about marble, for example, as a material that can deal with the subtleties of light. Well, marble's got nothing on fur fabric.
what I do, I get like this, and then when I see something I like the look of it, I switch it on.
Every emotion is a colour. If I was a painter, you know, everything that I could possibly do, or there isn't really a thematic at all. The only real theme is to enjoy myself and to explore visual language.
I wanted to make something that, as opposed to the fair that is so much about like fluid social interaction, I wanted to make something that stands on its own, that just circulates within itself, for which the viewer can rather just take a few different viewpoints towards.